Good God!
Your old fogey stuff makes me want to spew.
Excuse me, but I was listening to music.
Geek, hoodlum, dork, freak.
There is someone at the door.
Speak.
I have a return package for Mr. Luther Lance.
A return? From where?
Emil Runsiter.
Maybe one of the chimps blew a gasket and tried to bugger him.
They're not available. Come back later. I told you those strains were unstable. Runsiter must have discovered the fakes.
Relax. Runsiter's a simp. Not even old man Tyrell could have spotted those beauties.
20th century like a real drug man.
Who
Listen
the
here.
piss do you
tell
think
Mr.
you are,
Runsiter that we have
blasting
a
in here
strict
like a couple
no
of goddamn
return policy.
cowboys?
Gentlemen, take a moment to evaluate your situation.
Look, there's very little to steal here. If you can haul out one of the statues, be our guest.
We look like thieves to you, man?
No.
You look like a couple of goddamn...
Take a good, long look.
Aha! Just the people we were hoping to see, right, Lance?
Huh?
Nexus 6. And you came to us.
Return to you, my brothers, to ask your help.
Unfortunately, we don't work for the TYRELL Corporation anymore.
You've been continuing your research, I trust.
Yeah, of course.
Something drives us on.
The common bond. Can you have greater miracles than these? Brothers, my brothers, take a good, long look.
Oh my God!
Well now, shall we begin?
You wake up one day and find it's all been a dream. Or you wake up and discover you've been asleep all the time and the nightmare is real. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know who I was. A cop dangling on the short end of the stick? Or a rep whose memory banks had run out? One thing I was sure of was that I didn't kill Izzo. That I know I experienced. And this misinformation, maybe it was the key to everything that was happening. Maybe there was a lot more than what met my eye. All I had to do was stay alive long enough to find out. I'd seen chairs like this one before, and not just in my recurring dental nightmares. It was an old-time LPD soothsayer, a torture device used to elicit confessions out of hardened criminals. Its use had been banned for 10 years now, but most cops knew it hadn't totally disappeared off the face of the earth. I told you to stay hidden.
I can't stay there anymore. I don't want to be with Father, not when he's so angry. Besides, I need something.
We don't have time for
That thing you do to see if a person is human?
the Voight Comp? You want it.
Is it always right?
Usually.
Give it to me. Father won't tell me anything anymore.
Is that why he was angry? Because you asked him? You deserve it. You know how this works? I set up situations and you respond.
Okay. Is it hard? Like a test in school?
No. Sometimes it can be disturbing. Are you ready?
Uh-huh.
Reaction time is a factor in this, so please pay attention. Where do you live?
In Chinatown, at the Yukon.
What do you do for a living?
I used to work for Mr. Runsiter. Until what happened.
What's your name?
Lucy Devlin.
In a magazine, you come across a full-page photo of a nude girl.
Do you read that kind of magazine?
That's not the...
Most men want women like the ones in those magazines, don't they?
I can't answer for most men.
That's what they want.
The girl is lying on a bearskin rug.
Bare skin? I'm getting sick.
We can stop anytime you want.
No, let's finish it.
You're giving a speech to a crowd of hundreds. First, one person starts to laugh. He leans over and says something to the people around him. Soon the whole audience is roaring with laughter and pointing at you.
I'd leave. I don't like to be laughed at.
Nobody does. You're crying. Why is that?
Because someone hurt me.
A teacher calls you stupid in front of the rest of the class.
That's mean. But maybe I deserved it.
You're on a farm. You get into the pen to feed the pigs. In their excitement, the animals knock you down into the mud. Using a butcher knife, you slit the throat of the nearest sow. You're covered in blood as you stumble to your feet.
I don't have a knife.
That's not...
And I don't like this question. Ask me something else.
You're 7 years old. You manage to steal several marshmallows from the kitchen and sneak them back to your bedroom. You're caught, and your father spanks you.
I shouldn't have taken the marshmallows. I deserved it.
You suddenly feel the urge to commit suicide.
Why?
You tell me.
Maybe somebody did something to me.
Yeah, maybe. A man dressed in rags approaches you on the street and asks for money.
I try to help him.
Positive result. Subject is human. Test terminated.
The test says you're human.
Really? Why didn't Father tell me?
Maybe he wanted to keep his family together.
I'm not a little girl anymore. It's not fair.
No, but it's understandable.
I'm gonna stay with you.
Don't you understand? It's not safe. There's a hunter out here. If she finds out where you are...
Can't you come back with me?
Now's not a good time.
It's never a good time.
Listen, you have to be patient. You have to trust me. It's not safe here.
Your floor number, please.
McCoy, 88F.
88. Thank you.
Where's Maggie? Where's my animal?
Step off, motherfucker. Ain't no Maggie here.
She was here last night when I left.
You got the wrong place, Jack.
Hey, man, I live here.
I don't know what you're speed loading, and I really don't care.
Wait a minute.
I got no problem icing you if that's what you want, Jack.
Your floor number, please.
Apartments.
Hey, another one? Ain't you ever heard of private property?
Hey, haven't I seen you somewhere before?
Always chasing. That your name? Chaser? Got that big dumb locks out the back of the sushi bar, remember?
Small world, ain't it?
Guess so. Then again, I ain't the one standing in your living room.
You said another one when I came down the elevator.
Not a lot of people. Artificials.
How'd you know they were replicants?
Are you kidding? I can spot a skin job at 100 paces in the dark.
Describe them to me.
Sure you don't got that drink?
Maybe later.
Well, there's the Japanese guy with the coat and the glasses.
Skinny guy, blonde hair, ponytail?
Yeah, and the guy with the muscles and the funny hair.
Dreadlocks?
Right, I've seen him twice. And a two-headed guy and a fat man.
Fat man? The one I was chasing from the sushi bar.
Nah, the other fat man. You know him, rough voice, always eating.
This is where you live?
You could call it that.
You know your way around down here?
You got anything to drink? My throat's awful dry.
No, we tried that already. Look, we know that the adenine thymine and guanine cytosine sequences can be mutated in progress. Let's move on.
Hey, it's about time you showed up.
You know who I am?
Detective Ray McCoy. You're investigating Miraji's death.
And Eisendoller's.
Having any luck?
You're Luther and Lance?
Hell of a smart cookie there.
Take your guns and your violence elsewhere. We've got important work to do.
The reps that killed Marcus and Miraji, they'll be looking for you.
You're a little late, Detective. They've already found us.
So why are you still walking around?
'Cause we're all part of the same suit of cards, you know what I mean? Eldon makes mistakes just like any other human. The difference is...
The difference is the old bastard doesn't like to admit it. No, he covers them up, pretends they're human, gives them a job at a stinking corporation, and then when they actually produce original work, he boots them out on the street.
You're saying you're replicants?
We finally figured it out. Clovis helped us see the light.
But that's ridiculous. Tyrell wouldn't design something like you. He wants perfection.
I told you we were a mistake.
Keep talking.
Sometimes our memories are different from each other's. The implant process isn't perfect. We know, we've seen the studies. You can't always be sure exactly how the memories will play out in the subject's mind.
We've got different recollections of our childhood. Explain that.
Maybe one of you just forgot.
If you can't trust your own memories, what's left that makes you human?
What are you doing down here?
Eldon shafted us, so now we're returning the favor.
We promised Clovis we'd be finished with this by the time he got back, so if you don't mind...
Tyrell says the 4-year lifespan can't be extended.
Of course he's gonna say that, but he's wrong.
Very wrong.
We got the research right here that'll prove it.
Is it complete? Could you extend the life of a replicant right now?
Well, no. The 4-year limit is an integral part of every element of the replicant. Tyrell's dictate was that every body part would fail, and only the designers of each would know exactly how it worked.
Clovis has already unlocked the secret of the skin. That was Miraji.
Sebastian and Chu, they'd know about the central nervous system and the eyes. A lot of retrograde viruses were built into the eyes.
And Tyrell, he's got the basic DNA pattern information, but he won't just give it up.
Did you tell Clovis all this?
He didn't ask, he already knew. He knows all about you, too.
Where's Clovis now?
Gone to have a little heart-to-heart with Eldon.
He'll kill Tyrell, if he gets to him.
Isn't that just too bad?
I won't shed any tears. Tyrell is killing us all. 4 years isn't enough, is it?
If Clovis snaps his neck, it'll be merciful and quick. That's a hell of a lot more than we've been given.
What kind of deal did you have going with Runciter?
Don't talk to me about it. That was Lance's stupid deal.
We just wanted to make some extra cash on the side.
That probably had something to do with you guys getting fired.
I'm sure he wasn't too pleased.
Since Eldon's such a pain-in-the-ass control freak.
Did you meet Clovis through Runciter?
It was all just a coincidence.
Clovis set me up, didn't he? And he used my boss to do it.
He's sharp, this one.
No question.
Tell me what you know.
How about we trade?
Our life for yours.
Keep talking.
Clovis has gone to see Eldon.
But he might not make it.
Still, the work will go on, with or without Clovis. Get us Tyrell's files, the rest of the DNA data, and we'll help you.
You want me to break into the Tyrell building for you? You're nuts.
Defective, yes. Nuts, no. You need us, McCoy. We can serve up GUZZA'S carcass on a big, oversized platter.
Well, hey, stop!
I think I got what you wanted from Tyrell's office.
Check it out, bro. The little man with the big gun did good.
A bargain's a bargain. You said you'd give me GUZZA.
It's all right here.
Your boss is a real piece of work, let me tell you. Almost as good as Tyrell. Take a look.
That probably had something to do with you guys getting fired. GUZZA had his fingers in as many rancid pies as possible. He was insatiable. He sold police equipment, ripped off criminals, and he even killed. And here were documents that proved it all. Depositions, photographs, video discs. It was the complete file on GUZZA, the dirty cop. Where'd you get this?
From Clovis. He told us to hold it for him.
Come to think of it, I'm not sure you're supposed to see it. You want to give it back now?
Not a chance.
Let him have it. Clovis said he was finished with the policeman anyway.
A little light started to flicker in my brain. GUZZA was the one measuring me for the frame. When my stomach stopped churning, I realized I had everything I needed to force the bastard to play ball with me. I knew that he would listen to reason, if applied with serious pressure. All I needed to do was call him. Been messing with people's lives lately?
McCoy, where the hell you been? We've been looking all over for you.
Yeah? Am I wanted dead or alive?
You don't know what you are, kid.
You can sell that replicant shit to everybody else, but I ain't buying.
If you're so clean, let's put you on the machine. That'll decide once and for all.
I'm through listening, GUZZA. Now it's your turn. I've been doing some investigating on my own. Came across some prime sources. You know what I'm talking about. Those little illegal weapons deals with Ezo. You were raking in the chinion, selling LPD wares to scumbags and reps. Oh yeah. The department's gonna eat it up when they hear just how deep that corruption goes.
That's a load of crap.
Let's hope for your sake Bryant and the brass feel that way when I lay this file on them. Otherwise, it's a one-way ticket to the off-world penal colony, fat man.
What do you want, McCoy?
Remove the frame, clear my name, and get that guy out of my apartment. I want my life back.
I can't do that.
You better start finding a way, 'cause I got another call to make.
Okay. How do we work this out? We can't talk over the damn phone.
The sewers. I know you want to be comfortable, and I figure it's kind of like your second home down there. At the bottom of the old elevator, there's a gate. Past it, there's a chamber. It's got a round platform.
Yeah, I know it.
Be there, alone. You better hold up your end, or Bryant gets it all. Dump a copy of all the data in this directory to drive D. Did you get that asshole out of my apartment?
It's cleaner than when you left it.
My dog?
Yeah, your pooch is there too.
That everything I need to clear me?
I gotta tell you, kid, those inset photos look pretty real.
Let me guess. Clovis gave them to you.
It must seem pretty gullible, but he sounded on the level. He called you his brother. Said you came down in the moon bus with all of them. He said Tyrell was using you to get inside the LPD. You hadn't been on the job too long, so I thought, maybe.
You'd screw with my head? How convenient. You could satisfy your blackmailer and keep me from sniffing around your dirty work at the same time.
You're too smart for me, kid. Water under the bridge. You ready to talk trade?
I got it all right here. Photos, files, discs, the works. It ain't a pretty sight.
You can't blame a guy for trying to better himself.
Trying is one thing. Ripping off speed loaders and selling the shit yourself? Farming out LPD weapons through black marketeers? Torching two pimps who wouldn't pay you off when you were working Vice?
Hey, those two had it coming.
How long did you think it could last?
It finally reaches the point where you don't even think about what happened yesterday. Only what's coming to you tomorrow. 20 years in the job, kid, and nobody was gonna touch me.
Helping reps also part of the job?
I was gonna whack them myself once the heat was off. Tie up those loose ends.
Once I was out of the way.
Clovis is still gonna come gunning for me, kid. You and Chris gotta take him down. Then my problems are over. Our problems are over. And we can all live happily ever after.
There's no way I'm retiring another rep. Not after what I've been through. It ain't worth it. Do it yourself.
Hell, kid, you're my only hope. If they knew I was meeting you, I'd be dead already. And I know I got what you want.
Does it make any difference now?
We had a deal, remember? You might want to give it up, but I ain't ready yet. That's the difference between you and me. I'm a fighter. What the hell are you?
I see we were right to follow him, Sadiq.
Looks that way, man.
You might as well give it up, Clovis. You and your people don't have a chance.
We stand a greater chance of success than you, Lieutenant.
McCoy and I were just talking about how to get you guys out of your jam. We came up with a plan. But you gotta show yourself first. We gotta do this in person.
And if I told you that Sadiq has a pulse rifle trained right at your heart?
Without me, you for sure ain't going nowhere.
Lieutenant, we have everything we need. And that doesn't include you.
Too bad we're becoming such good friends.
Whatever is born of mortal birth must be consumed with the earth. To rise from generation free, then what have I to do with thee?
Kiss my ass!
So, what shall we do with this detective? He's been so persistent, so industrious.
You know what I would do.
Perhaps you're right. It's over. You're making me very unhappy, my friend.
Tough day, McCoy.
You could say that.
Steele is looking for you, and Bryant. You've been keeping the whole department hopping, you and GUZZA.
I know. You looking for me too, Gaff?
Looking, not killing. I'm in a good mood today. You know you got some interesting neighbors, McCoy.
Yeah, well, I've been too busy to visit lately.
You gonna turn yourself in?
I'm thinking about it.
Think hard. You killed anyone yet? It's like I said before. You retire a human, your career is over. Your life too, maybe. But we don't live forever, do we?